Universal design is a way of thinking which recognizes that the environment and products and services are used by people with a huge range of functional abilities, and people come with different preferences of ways to use designs. And what universal design does is it tries to recognize that range of ability, that range of preference in the design process, so that the resulting designs will be usable by a greater number of people. I guess in the early 90s there was this, a number of people were thinking about sort of beyond designing for persons with disabilities into sort of the broader benefit. And in that regard, a gentleman called Ron Mace was the sort of founding member of an organization in the States called the Center for Universal Design. So people were kind of grappling with what did this thing called universal design, what did it actually mean? Mm-hmm. So the center in the States brought together a range of sort of practicing designers and academics and persons with disability and those interested in the whole area of accessibility. I guess they brought them all together in one room for 2 or 3 days, whatever, and they kind of tried to hammer out what really was meant by this thing that everyone was calling universal design. And what came out of that was a definition, and then a series of 7 principles, and then for each of those principles there was a series of guidelines which could be used to kind of test the validity of a design if it complied with the principles or not. Okay. This thing called universal design and these 7 principles have a very broad application, and it's not just about architectural design in buildings and wheelchair ramps and all the other stuff, but basically anything that you design, if you use these principles as one of the tests in the design process, or one of the mechanisms to drive the design process, then the resulting designs are more usable by many people. And we're talking about things certainly like buildings, interiors of buildings, like interior design. A lot of universal design principles are incorporated into industrial design applications. Mm-hmm. Landscape design, curriculum design. There's a sort of universal instructional design kind of wing of universal design. So as a philosophy and as a sort of series of guiding principles, it's got a really broad application to anyone who designs anything. And in that regard, the Design Exchanges series is sort of focusing on different aspects of design and trying to show the designers the benefits of these principles.